Nestled amidst rolling hills lay the village of Oakhaven. It was a small village. Life was simple. People worked hard. They helped each other. In the heart of Oakhaven lived a kind carpenter named Caleb.
Caleb was known for his craftsmanship. He was known for his gentle spirit. Caleb's workshop was a sanctuary. The air was filled with the smell of sawdust. The rhythmic sound of his hammer was a soothing melody. People would often stop by just to chat. Caleb always had a kind word. He had a smile for everyone.
Caleb believed in the power of encouragement. He knew that words could heal. He knew they could inspire. He lived by the words of 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Therefore encourage one another and build one another up.
Caleb's heart was full of love. He saw the good in everyone. He wanted to help them see it too. He believed everyone had a gift. He wanted to help them share it. He was a beacon of hope. He was a source of strength for his community.
David was a young farmer. He worked hard, he struggled. The harvest had been poor. David was discouraged, he felt defeated. Doubts clouded his mind. One chilly evening, David found himself drawn to Caleb's workshop. The warm glow of the lanterns beckoned him. He hesitated at the door. Shame washed over him. He felt like a failure. David took a deep breath. He knocked timidly.
Come in, son.
David stepped inside. He felt a sense of peace. The weight of his worries lessened. David poured out his heart to Caleb. He spoke of his struggles. He spoke of his fears. Caleb listened patiently. He nodded, understandingly. When David was finished, silence filled the workshop. Caleb looked at David. He saw the despair in his eyes. He placed a hand on David's shoulder.
David, you are a good farmer. You work hard. You care for your land. Don't be so hard on yourself. Every season is different. This too shall pass. Remember, God is with you. He will never forsake you.
David felt a surge of hope. Caleb's words were like a balm to his soul. Caleb pointed to a piece of wood.
David, what do you see?
David looked at the wood.
I see a rough piece of wood.
That's true. But what else do you see?
David looked again. This time he saw the potential. He saw the beauty hidden within the rough exterior.
I think I see a table leg.
Exactly. You have the vision to see what could be. You have the skills to make it happen.
David left Caleb's workshop that evening feeling renewed. Caleb's words resonated within him. He felt a glimmer of hope. He carried the weight of his worries a little lighter.
The next day, I went about my work with a new spirit. I greeted my neighbors with a smile. I offered a helping hand to a fellow farmer. I shared my story with my wife.
Word of Caleb's encouragement spread through Oakhaven. People started to look out for one another. They offered words of support. They celebrated each other's successes. They shared the burden of their struggles.
The spirit of encouragement became contagious. It blossomed in the hearts of the villagers. We began to see the good in ourselves. We began to see the good in others.
Oakhaven was transformed. It was no longer just a village, it was a community. It was a place where people felt loved. It was a place where people felt supported. It was a place where people felt they belonged.
The villagers began to gather regularly. They shared stories. They shared laughter. They shared their faith. They prayed for one another.
They celebrated life's joys. They offered comfort in times of sorrow. The harvest that year was still challenging, but the villagers faced it together.
We shared resources. We helped one another. We knew we were not alone.
The spirit of encouragement sparked by Caleb's kindness had ignited a flame in Oakhaven. It was a flame of hope. It was a flame of faith. It was a flame of love. Caleb's story reminds us of the power of encouragement, a kind word, a listening ear, a helping hand. These small acts of kindness can make a world of difference. Just like the villagers of Oakhaven, we're called to encourage one another. We're called to build each other up. We're called to be a source of strength and support for those around us. As we go through life, let us remember the words of 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Therefore, encourage one another and build one another up. Let us be a source of hope. Let us be a source of strength. Let us be a source of love. Let us weave a tapestry of faith, one act of encouragement at a time.